Hi, my friends, it's Mrs. Holbrook and it's foundations time. For our warm-up today, we'll do a few consonants and then we'll do our vowels with our long and short together. N, N, Y, Y, CK, sock, K. What are all three sounds that say, all three letters that say K? That's right, C, K, and CK. Good for you. What are the two ways to do the W sound? W, WH. Excellent. And what are two ways to do the Z sound? S or Z. Good. Repeat after me. INK, pink ink. ONK, honk, onk. Okay, and now for the vowel sounds that we've learned so far. A, apple, A, safe, A. We did I itch, I pine, I. And yesterday we did O, octopus, and O, home, O. Today we will be doing an additional long vowel sound. Before we do that, let's do our R control. AR, car, R. OR, horn, or. ER, her, IR, bird, UR, burn, Great. And for our new trick word of the day, well, let's look at yesterday's trick words or this week's. You hear them? Good. Would, could, should. And we have two new words today. Here's our first sentence. That is her bank. The trick word is her. Can anyone find it? There it is. I'll put a circle around it because we circle trick words. And the reason it's tricky is because if you didn't really learn ER, her, yet, you wouldn't know how to spell that sound. We've been doing our R controls now, so this might be a word you already knew. If it is, good for you. Let's spell it together. Her. H-E-R. Now for our next trick word. She went over the hill. The trick word is over. Can anyone find over? It sounds like it starts with O, v. Well, we know now is ER, so there it is. Over. She went over the hill. Great job. Read them again with me. Her, over. Think of a sentence that you could use one of these words. No, foundations is not over yet, but good sentence. I like her hair too. Good. If you want to pause here and skywrite both of these words, and then do your writing on your table. And we are going to take a look now at a new long vowel sound. Remember, long vowels are when we have a vowel, a consonant, and an E. So far we've learned about long A, and long O, and long I, and today I want to introduce you to another picture for the U. When it's a short U, we use up as our cue, our keyword. And now you're going to be learning U, mule, U. Look at our little picture right here. That is a mule. It's kind of like a donkey. And when we say mule, we hear the long U. It says its name, Yule. Very good. Okay, let's get ready now to write some words that have this long U sound in them. Our first word is June. Let's tap it together. J, oo, Sorry, I got a little distracted. Let's try that one again. June, like the month. J, oo, 3 taps. Okay, get your paper, your pens, whatever you're writing with, and go ahead and do each of those sounds. J. Well, it's a month, so it's a proper noun, so I am doing a capital J. Check that. J, oo, it sounds like you. Good, and then we need to put that E at the end because that's what makes the U say its name. And let's mark it. Scoop the syllable. It's vowel, consonant, E. We cross off that E because we don't hear it. And what do we put over the U to show it's a long U? That's right, a macron, just a little line, kind of like a hat, a long hat. Okay, let's try one more long U word. Repeat after me. Mule. It's our keyword. Let's tap. Mule. And let's write or build. And I need my E to make the U say its name. Let's mark it. Scoop the syllable. It's vowel, consonant, E. Cross off our E, we can't hear it. And put our macron over our U for the long U. Great. And let's do 2 review words. Your first review word is miss. I miss you. Tap it. Miss. And write it. Great. Our second review word is a trick word. They. We don't tap it, but think about all the parts of it. All right, when you finish, you'll check with mine. Okay, check your miss to my miss, and let's mark it together. Let's put a star over the bonus letter. And now let's scoop and mark the syllable. Here's the syllable. And what kind of syllable is it? Well, there's the vowel. When we looked at the vowels up here, we knew there was another vowel. There was a consonant. There's no other vowels here. And the vowel's closed in, so we put the C for closed. And when it's a closed syllable, we know the vowel's short. It says I, so we put the rev over the top. Great. And now let's look at our trick word. We don't mark it, but just make sure you spelt it right. It's the noisy TH. That's the easy part. And the EY, it sounds like A, they. That's what makes it tricky. Okay, my friends, get ready for a sentence. Your sentence is, there is a hole in the tube. Let's count the words. There is a hole in the tube. 7 words. I want you to go ahead and do your best to write this without any sentence frames. I'll pause it and then we'll check it together. And look, I just had a friend appear who wants to make sure you're checking your sentences closely. So as I read it to you, I want you to point to each word you wrote and make sure you have them all. There is a hole in the tube. I'm picturing like a tube of toothpaste with a hole. That's not good. Okay, so now please circle your trick words. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4 trick words. Okay. Mark the 2 vowel consonant E words. If you don't have 2, you know you need to fix something. Tap out the other word that's left. And check the beginning of your sentence for a capital and the end for a period.
What does it mean, a hole in a toothpaste?
It's just a silly sentence that has a long U in it. Don't worry. All right, let's take a look. Look at my sentence now and look at yours. How did you do? Did you catch all of your mistakes? Let's scoop our sentences now to make them sound smooth when we read them. There is a hole in the tube. Let's do it again smoother. There's a hole in the tube. There is a hole in the tube. Oh my goodness, I hope you don't have a hole in your toothpaste tube. Nice job on that sentence, everybody. Really double check that when you scooped these 2 vowel consonant E words, you crossed off the E's, you marked the syllable type, vowel, consonant E. Vowel, consonant E. Oh yeah, there is an E in the word there, but it's a trick word, so we don't mark it. And then we put a macron over.
And that's a trick word.
Yes, it is a trick word. We put a macron over the long O and the long U. Great job. Let's end by reading some words with our long U sound of the day. Wait a second. Where did everything go? Aha, there we are. I lost you guys for a second. Oh, geez. All right, I have some words for us to read, my friends. When the arrow goes under it, I want us to please tap and read together. Here we go. Cube, cube. Oop, dupe. Keep tapping even though I'm not. Ood, rude. oon, tune, cute, cute, fume, fume. Okay, now this row, I am not going to tap them. I'm going to kind of tap them in my head. See if you can do that too. Rule. And rule, we'll talk about, sometimes has a little bit of a different sound. Dude, fuse, muse, duke, mute. And let's try one row on your own, and I'll ask you some questions. In this row, which word is a month of the year?
June.
That's right, June. Very good. In this row, which word means not very nice?
Not very nice is mean.
Yes, and a synonym for mean is rude. One more question. In this row, which one is like a big, big, big pile of sand when you go to the beach and you can't walk on it?
It's a tower.
A tower or a dune, a sand dune. All right, thank you to my helper, and keep working on those vowel consonant E long U's.